I know everybody's been out here talking about these satellite camps as of late, and I've been sitting back in the bushes just watching to see exactly how everything's going to play out. There's been a lot of you out there that have been wondering, why in the world would any HBCU want to participate in a satellite camp that head coach Deion Sanders of Colorado is going to be a part of? Well, guys, I'm going to break something down for you to get a true understanding of what's going on, because Deion Sanders is not the first coach that was like the villain in trying to do these satellite camps. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of one right after this. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos, and tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's another positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing and get straight to it. Because I know you're like, Coach, what in the world you got going on now? I know you're not about to get on here and start bombing away on Deion Sanders. Nope, not getting ready to do it at all. Because I'm going to tell you right now, what many of you some may remember, some may not remember. Deion Sanders is not the first coach that wanted to come out and do the satellite camps. There was another head coach that was just getting started at a program who decided that he wanted to do satellite camps so he can get his footing in there as far as getting in that pipeline of being able to recruit the athletes from a different part of the country to come play at the University of Michigan. Now, y'all like, well, where exactly did he go, Coach? Well, guess what? He did do the satellite camp here in Atlanta, Georgia, and there were some coaches that got pissed off about this happening. One being none other than Mr. Nick Saban himself. It got so ugly about this daggone satellite camp that was happening to where the NCAA was getting ready to put a ban on satellite camps. And right before that ban was getting ready to take place, dropped the hammer saying, bam, we going with this, no more satellite camps. Guess what happened? All of the coaches came back and said, whoa, time out. This is a benefit for us. Don't cut us off with this. Allow us to go ahead and have these satellite camps, because now it's opening up an avenue for us to get out there and recruit these athletes into their programs that's going to help them, get out here and win a couple more games. You got to understand, everybody, what we all fail to realize, and I'm going to say this again, college sports and college, students that's going to get an education, and you got the student athletes, those that are going to get an education and play sports. It's all a business. You're paying for what they have. You're paying for being a part of what they got going on. And guess what? That is what's happening here. This is big business. There's alumni out here that's kicking in a boatload of money that want to see their teams win some daggone games. And right now, with how this transfer portal has ballooned out of control, you know what's going to happen? You're going to see some athletes that's going to touch down in some of those areas where these satellite camps is going to be, that's going to have an opportunity to go to other institutions to continue their collegiate football career. Remember, we've seen a lot of athletes that went to the transfer portal from a lot of FCS schools, as well as those HBCU schools that's within the FCS conference. We've seen a lot of the athletes that are in Power 5s. They're going into the daggone transfer portal. And guess what? They're being picked up by schools for them to come and play for those programs. But the only thing is, a lot of those athletes that are going into the transfer portal, they're not coming out. So you got to do something to find out exactly what's out there in that, what's in that barrel, what's in there. What in the world can I get in there and find that could possibly come help my program move forward the manner in which we need them to move forward. And that is what these satellite camps is going to be set up for. Not only that, but you're going to see some high school athletes out there as well. And you're going to see some other athletes that's going to be there, that's going to be looking to compete, to get the eyes put on them as far as these coaches that are going to be there for them to possibly be offered a scholarship. Satellite camp that's going to be at Prairie View A&M, there's going to be a lot of HBCU coaches that are going to be there, as well as a couple of Power 5 and a couple of FCS schools. So I like what I'm seeing here with that. That's a great thing to set up there. I got to give Deion Sanders his credit on that, because that is definitely a genius idea as far as with him coming back and working with the HBCU schools, as well as some of the other smaller FCS schools as well, to, get them aligned as far as with, bring a name in there to where you're going to see these athletes that are going to come into these satellite camps that's going to want to get out there and compete, and hopefully hopefully somebody over there is going to offer them a scholarship. Now, this next one that they got coming up, oh my goodness. We got a coach that's coming into the program that started out with this college years ago. Coach Wilcher, who is coming back to Morehouse College to coach the Maroon Tigers, begin his coach career some 30 years ago at Morehouse College. He is going to team up with none other than Deion Sanders to have another satellite camp right here in Atlanta, Georgia. So just understand, him coming into this program, coming into the Morehouse Tigers program, to get these athletes to come in there, that he's going to have the opportunity to see that he may not have had that opportunity to evaluate based on where they may be coming in from. You got to understand, you bring someone in with a big name that's going to bring everybody in that's going to want to see what's going on. Deion Sanders is going to come into Atlanta, Georgia, and this thing is going to light up so crazy to where you're going to have athletes coming from far and wide. And not only that, but being able to get a bigger footprint here in the state of Georgia to recruit the athletes that they're looking to recruit. Remember when he was the head football coach over at Jackson State, they were recruiting a lot of athletes from Georgia. Not only Georgia, but Florida as well. And now you got to take into consideration of this. You're going to have athletes that's going to be coming from Florida, Georgia, Alabama, probably South Carolina, and maybe Tennessee. That's all going to come down here to Atlanta, Georgia for this satellite camp for them to be a part of what's going on. So just think, you're bringing in, Coach Wilcher is bringing in Deion Sanders, who Wilcher himself, he coached on the NFL ranks as well. So he has a pipeline as far as with trying to help athletes get to the NFL. So just think, guys, how all of this is working out. This is going to be a great, this is going to be something beneficial for everyone that's looking to get out here and recruit athletes into their program. If I'm not mistaken, from what I saw on the flyer for the satellite camp that's going to be in Prairie View A&M, you already understand the fact that it's time for these coaches to put together their traveling teams to get out there, evaluate these athletes, and see who exactly they are looking to bring into their programs, either in the future or who they're looking to bring in immediately. Because there's going to be some players that's going to come into these satellite camps that's going to garner coaches wanting to extend a hand and say, hey, we want to offer you right now to become a part of our program. Guys, this is a win-win for everybody. Like I said, I know there's a lot of people out there that are still upset with Deion Sanders as far as what's going on. Hey, I'm not going to tell you no tale. I was one as well because I didn't quite understand why, especially with all of the conversation. But the one thing that I had to fall back on and understand that, once again, college sports, as well as getting an education from any college institution, is a business. And guess what? Business is going to be business all daggone day long. And you're going to see people come and go. So you got to understand that and go from there. So once, I got unemotional, I understood this is what's happening. Let's move forward. Let's see how this thing goes. And I already know TC Taylor's going to be out there looking to grab more athletes that could possibly come into the Jackson State Tigers football program to do some great things, as well as Hugh Jackson and some of the other coaches that's going to be there as well. So everybody's definitely looking to find a way to continue to keep building. Heck, even Eddie Robinson Jr., the head football coach for Alabama State, he's going to be at the Prairie View A&M satellite camp. Good to see that all of these coaches are coming together for a common cause, which is to get the athletes into these programs that could better help them move their programs forward in the direction that they're looking to take them. So, guys, hey, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But, hey, congratulations to all of the coaches that's going to be a part of the satellite camps. And definitely look forward to the one that's going to happen here in Atlanta, Georgia. Hopefully, I can get over there and get out there and get you guys some content on that as well. But Coach going to go ahead and get up on out of here. But until next time, be the one and lead.